all along I thought this thing was recording. I made yapping off my mouth. Only thing was it's recording. So we're actually gonna grab both lids and then discharge below deck. And then after that we're gonna be loading below deck.
Anderson, you all clear on your forward end?
Yeah, I already gave me the go ahead, so already clear. 10-4. So my aim is to put down this thing is actually a 58-ton lid at the moment. And the moment we come off the ship, then we start lower it down because 58 ton, that's a whole lot of weight. And once we're on it safe, then we're gonna grab one more. So whenever we like removing lid, we tend to get the bigger lids first and then the smaller lids. And put the smaller lids on top. So that the weight don't dent it or anything, because if it dents, it's going to be very difficult when it's loading. I'm not quite sure if we really see what's going on, but those 4 little, man, I wish I could actually zoom up, but there's 4 small holes on the lid that you need to lock into, and then when you lock into it, you're gonna get the light and the spreader bar. So I try my best to just focus on one side first, catch one side, and then move over to the next. So almost got it. Catch one side, so around the center of gravity. Everything on this boom crane, which is a gatwell crane, like every single move, you have to be pressing some form of button. So this type of crane, definitely gonna keep you wide awake, because for your entire tour, you're sitting in this crane, you're gonna be pressing some form of button at some point in time. And as you can see, all the flippers, well, this thing right here, those are called flippers, which help to grab the container. As you can see, they're color coded. So just like how you see the green, the red, that's the same thing, the spreader bar. That's the same thing, the joystick. So if you want the green, you have to press the green. If you want the red, you have to press the red. Anything you want at any point in time, you have to be pressing. And also the center of gravity, which is that little dot right there. Probably you guys not gonna see. This is way too heavy, so I'm not even gonna try to boom it up. Just gonna bring this bad boy down as safe as possible. Let me see. Alright, that little red dot, that you see is moving. Yeah, that's actually what like helps to level. Like if the container coming nose heavy, like one side is heavier than one, we tend to use that to level out the container. So by the time you come out the ship hole or on deck or whatever, you try to just press it to whatever side that needs to level out, and then just level it from there. And then after some time, it go back automatically. It all depends if the maintenance flip the switch on the spreader bar for it to go back automatically. Sometimes you have to do it manual. So if we land these lids, then we're going to discharge some reefers. Now, so based on the way the lid set, we want to go up. You want to bring it out some more, like right there.
back in short with it. Come back.
Try right now.
A little bit more touch up, keep going. Just don't need it. Got about 3 or 4 feet. Okay. 5 right there.
So even the lid, when you put it on the ground, you have to put it a certain way. So like I said, the dent.
That's it.
And that's pretty much it. For those 2 lids.
All these 4 reefers are coming out. If you would, the first one you grab, just come up easy. I don't know if they're unplugged or not.
Okay. So I guess we're not quite sure if the reefers are still plugged in. Alright, 10-4. We're not quite sure if the reefers is plugged in, guys, so we gotta be gentle. And also I'll take it up with precaution. Because these reefer, man, you don't want to scratch them. Well, this is a pretty decent cell guide. Our cell are old to work in because they got some things called cell guide that actually guide the spreader bar. That's the thing that actually take up the container, actually guide it when you're going down. So the big side is on the offshore side, which I ain't gotta worry about like try to center everything. I have to make sure that the spreader bar is straight and then just boom straight up. And it's gonna catch on the big side. There we go. So we just focus on, always look for the big side and then we just try to focus on bring the spreader bar to that side. It's not all the time. Most of the time, some of the ship come with even cell guide. So you have to catch one side first and then you try and focus on catching the other side. So you said come up gentle because we're not quite sure if these reefer are still plugged in.
I don't see nothing hanging, but just keep coming easy.
I don't see anything in either, so I think we're good for the most part. Yeah, we're good.
Alright, but I'm gonna say they all good. I'm gonna say they all good.
So you already gave me the confirmation that all the reefers are good. That means they're already plugged out, and the wire been tucked neatly. Yeah, so the wire now only tucked in where the breather motors are, right there. If you look carefully, you can see the little yellow wire. So that one already plugged up. And just hope the rest plugged out as well. So nothing we can do. Hope for the best. Keep this thing as steady as possible when we're going down. Because once you aggravate it, like now, it's gonna shoot past. And then you have to come back. Maybe we ain't worried about it. I'm gonna get it next time around. And there, no, not yet. There we go. And we're down. So I think this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's reset the screen so I can get some more speed. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And the second one is also plugged out as well, so that's good. Normally you'd hear the reefer mechanic, that's the guy that's in charge of the reefer. Probably would hear someone screaming, "Hey! Hey!" Try to slow you down before you don't burst the car or anything. But we're still gonna play it safe and grab the next food. So at the end of the day, you're gonna write your own statement. And you're gonna do your own little pee-pee in your little people bottle. You're gonna come down to do your job test if you missed anything up. So you're the only one gonna get sent home. I mean, we still get paid. Sometimes it all depends. The variation of the accident. I mean, if it's your fault and you're negligent or whatever, then I mean, you're gonna go full force. But if it's like someone gave you a come on, like they got two person you're always working with, the deck and the dark guy. That's the guy that you're talking, give me the go at. He's actually the deck guy, and then the dark guy, which is the one on the ground. So we're always working with two person whenever I'm working with. So they tell me what to do, what not to do, where to put the boxes, where the boxes are going, and stuff like that. So if he gave me the go ahead, and whatever information he gave me was wrong, I mean, everyone heard him on the radio. So I mean, I still have to come down and probably do drug tests and urine tests or whatever. If I'm gonna get suspension, I mean, I'd probably get paid for it, even though, I mean, it wasn't my fault. Well, even though I'm just going off of command or whatever. But if something mess up, like for instance, he told me to do something and I do the opposite, and something messed up, then that's pretty much gonna be it for me. One more reefer, guys, and then I think I'm gonna call it. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible, but I'll be sitting at this day for the most part on my duration of my shift, because I'm gonna load below deck, and after I load below deck, then I have to load on deck. So I'm gonna load below the ship, and then I'm gonna load after I put the lids back on. I'm gonna load on the ship before I move into our next bay, which is probably going to be bay 14. final box before we start loading back. The video is only over 15 minutes, probably gonna go 16 and some change, so I'm just gonna, after this last reefer, I'm just gonna call it okay. That's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay cool.
I'll be waiting on the letter back. What you want to call that far offshore cell? You alright calling that the hard off?
Yeah, I'll call it hard off.
I understand, but we should be good to start over there when they get up here.
Alright, 10-4. That's gonna be it, guys. You guys stay cool and be blessed. I'll catch you on the next one. And always remember, subscribe. Appreciate all the love and support. Take care now.